Hey everyone, it's Tori and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. For today's video, I'm going to be sharing another stationery haul. So here is my huge bag full of stationery. So let's just hop right into this video. So I think the best way to do this video is to split it up into sections. So there will be 3 sections total. Number 1, I'm going to do everything I got from Michael's recently, which you saw in a little shop with me kind of vlog style clip right at the beginning of this video. The next thing I'm going to be doing is reviewing this journal right here, which I got as a gift on Amazon. It is a grid-lined 120 GSM journal. So I'm going to be reviewing that second. The last thing I'm going to be doing is sharing everything that I've bought myself on Amazon recently and everything that I got for my birthday from Amazon. And everything I'm talking about will be linked down below if I can find it, as always. And also timestamps will be linked down below. So if you don't want to watch this whole video, because I have a feeling it's going to be a long one, you can just click the ones that you want to see. If you don't want to watch like the haul and you just want to watch the journal review, it's going to make it a lot easier for you. First up, let's get into the Michael's haul portion of today's video. So the first thing I got from Michael's is this bullet journal right here, and I am not going to be reviewing this journal because I've already reviewed this journal actually in my first stationery haul, which will be linked in the cards and down below if you are interested in that as well. This journal in particular though is going to be my first ever custom bullet journal, and I am making it for one of my best friends, Michaela. Shout out to her. I'm going to be doing a flip through of this journal once I am all finished, and yeah. The next things I got from Michael's are a few tombows that I've been keeping my eye on. I just got these as singles. I didn't get them in a pack or anything. I already have a few tombow packs. I just really wanted some good like red tones and sage green. So I will be inserting clips throughout this part of me testing out these tombows and also everything else that I have in my bag. So my first one is 873, which is a super pretty coral color. And for those of you who don't know, the Tombow dual brush pens are dual-ended. So I have a brush pen on one side and just a regular kind of thicker tip on this side. And they are super awesome for bullet journaling and don't bleed through my 120 GSM or my 160. The next one is this really pretty, I think this is my crimson red. It's 847. Again, brush pen side and marker side. So this is also a really pretty red. I've been looking for some red tombows that aren't super pink toned, and honestly most of them are pink toned. I want just like a good maroon burgundy tombow. I also have 837, which is this wine color, super pretty, dual ended, as I've said before. I have 312, which is, I think this is my sage green or holly green or whatever they called it. But this one is honestly such a pretty color. I'm definitely going to be using this throughout my bullet journal. And my last one is 291, which is called Alice Blue. And honestly, it's like the perfect Tiffany blue. So these are all really awesome. I'm so excited to add these to my Tombow collection. The last 2 markers I got at Michael's are mildliners, and I have never owned mildliners before, but I feel like everybody and their mother owns this super light gray mildliner, and I really wanted one for myself because, as you know, or maybe you don't know, I am completely in love with my Tombow dual brush pen in N95. It is such a light gray. Sometimes it doesn't even show up on camera, but it's my favorite one to use to highlight. I was hoping that it would be similar to this. It's a little bit darker, but I still really like this. And the other mildliner is this really pretty, like, muted toned brown. I really wish, I thought these were dual-ended. I think, oh my gosh, I'm an idiot. They are dual-ended. Oh my goodness, yay. I thought they sold mildliners that were not dual-ended. They only had like the highlighter part, but apparently I'm just a big fat dummy. So that just made me super excited. I am pumped to use these in my bullet journal. All right, so we have made our way through our Michael's haul, and now I am getting into my journal review of the hardcover notebook. Can't find the brand. I will put the brand name on the screen because it's not on here. That's very strange. It just says hardcover notebook. It's an A5 doc grid paper and it has 120 GSM. So the first thing off the bat, I want to say that it does have a very like faux leather finish. That is my favorite journal cover kind of texture. So it has that. It's got 2 ribbons, a pen loop, and I'm pretty sure, yep, it has a pocket in the back. So all your standard good quality bullet journal things going on here. But can we talk about this green color? It's such like a deep hunter green, almost like a little bit olivey. It says it has 120 GSM paper, so we are going to be pen testing in this bullet journal. I do want to call attention to the fact that this is not a true white grid style paper. So I really love the ones that are like stark white, not like a creamy tone, and this definitely has a creamy tone. I'll show you my Archer and Olive in comparison to this paper. So like this is my Archer and Olive paper. Do you see how it's a lot like creamier and more yellow toned than this one? I think my biggest thing, I don't mind this unless I'm putting stickers in it because stickers have the white outside and it blends in really well with this paper, but it kind of sticks out and you can tell it's super white compared to this paper, like the outline of the sticker. But I still will put that aside if this is a really good quality journal and the pens don't bleed through or anything. I really do like the idea of a grid style paper. I love seeing like Mary Berry Studios grid journal. I think it's super, super pretty. It's definitely a great break from like the regular dot grid notebooks. So I will be considering this as my next bullet journal. So we have the regular name page and there is no like key or content in the beginning. I have nothing to do with this paper because it always just like, it just sticks right in the middle and that page always bothers me. So I always count this as like the first page of the journal. So what I'm going to do is go straight to the back, not this cardstock page, but this page. And I'm going to be pen testing right here. All right, so I just went through my collection and grabbed a few different style pens that I wanted to try in this. We've got some Sharpies over here, the fine tip and the ultra fine tip, this regular paper mate pen, this Crayola Super Tip, which is a deep dark purple, and I've had troubles with purples and reds in the past, so I really wanted to try this one in particular. I have my Staedtler Tri Plus fine liner. I have my N15 black Tombow dual brush pen. I'll be trying both sides of this. I have my gold metallic marker. I have my Tombow Fuder K. I think this is the soft tip brush pen. I don't know where my hard tip is right now. And I also have my Micron 03, which this is the fine liner I usually use all the time. So I am curious to see what's going to happen with all these markers, so let's just get started. Okay, I think we've gone through all of them, so I'm just going to push these to the side. And now we are going to do our little reveal on the back. Okay, so awesome. I see a little bit of ghosting for pretty much all of them. I don't know if it's my ring light or not. And honestly, my Sharpies, they were a little dry, to be fair. I don't know what a wicked juicy one would do, but I can kind of see those the most. But still, I'm very surprised that it didn't bleed through. So this is pretty good quality paper. I will definitely still consider this as my next bullet journal. But yeah, so wait, that was strange. Do you see this? I just flipped to this random page and there's like grid spaces missing. Very strange, but so I got this on Amazon. It will be linked down below if you're interested. It did come in a pack of 2, so there's this really pretty green shade and also this black bullet journal. It's the exact same thing except it is black, obviously. So this one will be going to somebody I know as her reading journal, and I'm going to be keeping the green one. So that was a pretty good journal review. I'd probably give it like a 7.5, 8 out of 10 just because of the cream colored paper, those grid spaces missing, and you do kind of see ghosting through it. So 7.5-ish, 8 out of 10 for this journal for me. Definitely look it up if you're looking for a pretty good quality grid notebook. All right, I'm moving on to my Amazon haul now, and I'm going to split this section actually into two parts because I have pens that I want to try out. Also, I have like washi tapes and that kind of stuff that I want to try out. So I'm going to do like the swatches first, and I'm going to be doing that in my junk drawer bullet journal. And then I'm going to be sharing the other stationery kind of things. Like I have some clips, I have some sticky notes, that kind of stuff. So pen test first is going to be in here. Flip to this page, stick this bad boy on here, and I'm going to take out my microns first. So I do own an 01, 03, and 05 micron, but the other ones are completely new to me. We're going to test out all of these right on this page. So it looks like I'm going to do the 005 first, which is the smallest micron tip. Ooh. That is like teeny tiny. That's comparable to my BUJO gel pen, I think. I'm actually going to whip out my BUJO real quick and show you the comparison. So yeah, I think they're about the same width. So this is the 005 micron and a fine liner, and this is a gel pen. So pretty cool. Next is my 01, which I've already had, but I'm still going to test it out for you. It's a little bit thicker than the 05 or 005. Next one is 02, which this one is new to me. Ooh, I really like the width of that one. Or is it width? Like, I guess like the tip on that one. 003, which is the one I use all the time, but I'm wondering if I like 002 better now. Did I say 00? This is 03 and this one's 02. See, this one's just a little bit thinner than this one. I think I really like the 02. Next is 05. This is the last one that I've already had. And we are moving on to the 08. Ooh, I'm gonna really like this one for like outlining things, I think. If I really want a thick, bold line, 08 is going to be my go-to. Next one, I've never even seen this one. This is the Pigma brush pen. Oh, so this is the brush pen. That's really thin. That's like a lot thinner than my tombows. I really like how that one wrote. My calligraphy is super sad right now. We're just going to pretend that did not happen. And we're going to move on to the Graphic 1 Pigma. I guess it's just like a... Is it like more markery? I'm not sure. Just write graphic. I do like how this one writes though. If you are looking for a really good fine liner, these come in a variety of sizes. You're not just stuck with one size. You can totally use all of these in your bullet journal, and they're honestly just my favorite go-to fine liners. The other pens I got for my birthday from Amazon are these Stabilo or Stabilo. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I am going to speed through, show you all these fine liners on just, I think, this page over here, and then tell you my thoughts about them. All right, so I just finished swatching these, and honestly, like, as a perfectionist looking at this, I'm a little annoyed that, like, these are a lot, like, shorter than these ones, but, like, it's fine. I just wanted to put pen on paper and show me what colors these are. So the verdict on these, I wish there was a lot more, like, warm tones, and they gave us a ton of blues and greens. I would have liked to see more, like, obviously reds and browns and oranges. They only gave us like 2 yellows too. They kind of just gave us this darker one and this highlight one. And I do want to say these neons are really cool, and they are definitely neon, like highlighter colors, but I would have gladly given up the neon ones for a few more warm tones of these. But honestly, if you're looking for a good pack of colored fine liners, definitely try these out. All right, I'm going to keep my junk drawer bullet journal out and I'm going to swatch my washi tapes on this side. I got 2 packs of them from Amazon for my birthday, and I'm going to talk about this one first. I really like all the cute little plants on it. I feel like plants in a bullet journal are so big right now, and I really wanted to try them for myself. So I think coming up on camera, they do look like a true green, and I really wished that they were like that, but they definitely come off more blue in real life, so just keep that in mind. But anyway, I'm going to just swatch all these on this side, and I will give you my final thoughts right after. I'm honestly going to give these a 10 out of 10. I didn't think I was going to because, again, I thought it was going to be a lot more like blue tones in here, but it's not as much. It's not picking up as much as it is in the roll than when you just put one down. I feel like this one looks a lot more blue than this one does, but it might be like the shadowing of the other ones under it. That's my guess, but I feel like these do look very good. I love this one. This one I think is one of my favorites. That one and this one. And the size variants are awesome. I don't own many washi tapes that are this thick. 10 out of 10 for this washi tape collection. Something I do want to mention before I move on to these washi tapes is that these rolls are also pretty thick. I've definitely seen thicker, especially my graph washi tapes that I use often. But these ones are significantly thinner than that. Let me show you a comparison. So these are brand new rolls. I have not taken them out yet. Do you see the difference? This one has so much more washi tape than this one. I can even show you further up. So I'm going to get a lot more use out of these washi tapes than I would these ones. And honestly, I prefer that these ones would be thicker, you'd think, because I can write over these, or hopefully that's what I wanted these for, is to use them as titles and write over them with fine liners. Honestly, they don't give you a lot in this roll, and that kind of makes me annoyed. But these, I kind of wanted like a craft paper washi tape situation, since I love using craft paper and paper bags in my journals. So I really wanted these for these browns, and I loved the warm tones, and they even have like greens and a yellow. This color scheme is what really drew me to this. So I'm going to swatch these right below my plant washi tapes, and I will tell you what I think about them. Okay, so I've just finished swatching the rest of these washi tapes. I'm in love with these like muted colors, especially these two. I feel like I'm going to be using these all the time just because of how neutral they are. I also really love this one. This one's super cute, and I didn't know if I was going to use these. I'm probably not going to use this one as much as this one, but these are honestly such great colors, and I'm so sad that there is not a ton of them. Even on the bigger rolls, there's really not a lot of washi tape on here. These do feel super cheap though. They're a teeny tiny bit see-through. Like this one is not, this one is not, and this one is not, but all the rest are. So like this deeper green, the red, actually the red is kind of see-through too. But these two are the only ones that you don't see dots underneath, and I don't mind the see-throughness at all, actually. This one you can't see dots either unless you're looking at the polka dots. You can see the dots underneath, but that usually happens with white washi tape. I'm going to try to write over each of these with a micron and let you know if they wipe off or anything and how well they hold up. I'll just do these two. I'm gonna let them sit for a few seconds to actually like give them a chance, because right now I can kind of see it didn't really hold the pigment as much as I wanted them to, but washi tapes usually don't. My favorite washi tape actually is the black Scotch one, which I use all the time, and I use my white Uniball Signo gel pen over it. That one holds up really well, but every other washi tape I've tried to write over as a title, it just doesn't work out well. Maybe if I use like a Sharpie, let me try my fine point Sharpie, or rather my ultra fine point Sharpie. Already I can see that the Sharpie is holding up a lot better than the Micron. So if I run my fingers over it, yeah, it smudges a ton. If I run my finger over the Sharpie, no smudging. So I should be using the Sharpie now that I think about it instead of my Micron over washi tapes. That would make a huge difference. So if you were struggling with that too and didn't think to use a Sharpie, now's your chance to try your Sharpies over the washi tapes. Okay, kind of sticking with my washi tape category right now, I also got these for my birthday from Amazon. These are actually like washi tape dispenser kind of deals, like your average Scotch tape with these little ridges and what you put the tape itself on. So I got 4 of these. They came in a pack of 4. This is the acrylic and brown. I'm pretty sure they have other colors, but I wanted this neutral tone. I'm gonna try to put my graph washi tapes on here because those are the ones that I gravitate towards the most. And I'm gonna see how they work with these little grooves. I'm super excited about this. Just grabbed all of these, and these are my favorite washi tapes ever. If you're curious, they will be linked down below. I don't know if they're all gonna fit on here. I don't think they will. So I'm gonna kind of like take these ones out. I'm not entirely sure how to put them on here. Do you like screw this thing out? Oh, okay. So I just kind of like pushed this thing so it matched up with the hole, and you can just stick them out like this. So do I just kind of like, I can definitely fit like probably 1 or 2 more washi tapes on here. I just want to see what it looks like when I try to stick them on here. I pretty much bought these because I'm tired of trying to like turn it around and around and trying to find the strip of tape. I feel like it's just going to like stay right here, and you can rip it off a lot more easily. Okay, I finally found it, and it's on the wrong side. Are you freaking kidding me? All right, let's try again. See if I can fit like my pink in here too. Put this thing through all of these. Lock it up again. See if this works. Oh my goodness, yay! That's gonna be so much easier when I want to use washi tape. I wonder if the tapes are gonna get like overlapped over here, like stick together. I wonder if that's a common issue. And it looks so good! It's like a Scotch tape thingy. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited I got this. All right, this one will not come out. It's on the thing. It should be coming out like exactly like the other one did, but I think it's stuck. I'm gonna try the other one. Yeah, this one comes out super easily. That one's stuck. Let me try the last one. All right, again, super easily. So I'm gonna keep trying to do this one. I'm giving up for now, but at least I have 2 that I can put my washi tape on. All right, so I decided these are the only ones I'm going to do for now. I'm going to save my other one for some of those new plant washi tapes or maybe those craft paper washi tapes, but these are the ones I'm doing for right now. And I think this is such a good idea to store your washi tapes, and also it's super functional because you can just rip them off. And like I said before, you don't have to keep going around your roll and trying to find where the little tab is. I'd give them like maybe like an 8 out of 10 just because I'm really mad at this one, but otherwise really great storage option. All right guys, I just finished filming, but look at this. They stack. I'm so excited. Oh my goodness. So I can just keep these right on my desk. Oh, yeah, they're stackable. This looks awesome. Also, an update on the one I thought was broken. It just took a lot more muscle to get it out, but we finally got it out and it goes back in pretty easily, so it's not broken anymore. The next 2 things I'm going to talk about are sticky notes, and if you know me, you know I love my black post-it notes. They're right here. I just talked about them in my bullet journal favorites video, which will be linked in the cards and down below if you are interested in that. But I wanted some more options, so I got these white sticky notes, and they are also the super sticky notes, just like these ones, so you can peel them off if you need to and put them somewhere else, and they're not just going to like fly off like the cheapo ones. I'm not sure about these craft paper sticky notes. I don't think they're super sticky. They're not even the Post-it brand, but I wanted to try to write on craft paper sticky notes so I don't have to keep using like paper bags if I just want to write like a really small title or something in my bullet journal. So I got these, and these white sticky notes I feel like are going to be super cool. So I've got a variety of sticky notes now. I'm super excited and I will keep you updated. I'm actually really curious about the craft paper sticky notes. I'm not going to break into my white ones because I know they're going to work the same as my black ones, but I want to see how pens perform on these ones. So I'm going to try to write on this. I'm going to use my white gel pen, and then I'm going to use a brush pen too. Ooh, I really like how that came out. All right, brush pen time. My calligraphy job is doing me so dirty today, but it was skipping a little bit. I think it's because this is my old hard tip brush pen and it's running out of ink anyways. So let me try my Micron, I guess. I have my Staedtler one right here, so I'll just use it. I seem to write really cleanly on these, so they kind of are like a paper bag texture, but it's not like it skips or anything over it. So these are pretty good quality. They're a little thinner than like my black ones, but like I said, these are like the super sticky version and obviously like a more expensive Post-it note, and these are kind of just a generic brand. So I'm still super excited to use these. It's going to be awesome to use these in my bullet journal and just as notes in general. So that's going to be really cool. I only have 3 more things and I'm going to speed through it. Thank you for you all who have stayed here throughout the entire thing. The first thing I'm going to be talking about is my tracing paper. So I don't know if you remember in my junk drawer bullet journal setup, I tried to write on wax paper and it just like was not working out for me, but I definitely wanted to try something different. Kind of wanted different mediums, if you will. So I got some tracing paper, which is this really thin see-through paper to either write titles on or even like put over a page and have it be like an extra page in a book. So it just adds like a little bit more dimension and something really cool, and I can even use it to trace things if I need to. So there's 50 sheets in this. I'm just really excited to have this because I can't remember the last time I tried tracing paper. I feel like I've talked about these all the time, but they were my sister's and I finally got my own. I've already shared these on Instagram as well as the last thing I'm going to talk about. But I'm just going to talk about these 3 in general. They are circle stencils. They act as a ruler. They've got like the centimeters right here. But I use them for circles all the time, especially in my plan with me, which I will have linked in the cards and down below. I love how these have like huge circles, and then there's like different size variations of circles because I cannot freehand a circle to save my life. They even have like these if you want to do like a bee theme, or I even use hexagons to do like a Catan page. They have triangles, they have squares. These are an essential in my bullet journaling things. I wish I put it in my favorites, but I wanted to share it for this video. So this is something that I cannot live without in bullet journaling. The thing I saved for last is probably one of the most boring things, but that's okay. So you know binder clips, like these little guys. They're just typical binder clips. So everyone and their mother who bullet journals seems to have like these open wire binder clips, and they're just so much more aesthetically pleasing. I know people have like silver ones and gold ones, but like I wanted these black ones, and they came in a pack with 2 different sizes. So we have a little one and we have one on the bigger side. I'm honestly not sure if these are worth the money. Like if you have these, you don't really need these. I just wanted to take like better pictures and have my pictures more aesthetically pleasing for Instagram. But like this whole pack was like $10. You do not need to spend $10 on binder clips, I promise. These are like at the dollar store. There's a pack of like 8 for $1. You don't need to spend this money. I just thought they would be a good step up for my bullet journaling game. That's why I invested a stupid amount of money in binder clips. And that about does it for my huge Michaels and Amazon stationery haul. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe while you're here. Also, don't forget to check out my bullet journal Instagram at Creative Minds Coffee Grinds for more bullet journal content like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!